HTM Sports. How's everybody doing this fine what is it, Sunday? Man, I be forgetting. It felt like a Saturday, man. I got this long 3-day weekend. I can't even keep up with the days, man. So, yo, man, I'm rocking with my brother, West Coast Cowboy, in the building with me. Hey, go ahead and talk to these folks, man. Let them know who you is and what you're doing.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Hey man, see man, I appreciate everybody for tuning in on this late night episode of some cowboy content, man. You guys know we gotta, man. Hey, January, what is it? What month is this? This February? This Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Well, I had to worry about some black kids in this house. You know what I'm saying? I had to slow everything down for a little bit. But don't trip. West Coast I do does draft content. So I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging. And it's a whole lot of stuff that's going on out there in the cowboy world, man. So what's up, Corey Max? What's up with your boy, John Cofield? Appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for everybody that's been rocking with your boy, man. Y'all know, man, let's get into some content, man. But, hey, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you guys must do is you must hit that share button. So I need every single person right now that is under the sound of my voice right now. I need you guys to hit that share button, man. I need you to hit it aggressively, man. Hit that share button right now, man. Then the very, very next thing I need you guys to do is there's these thing called stars. There's these thing called super chats. What are those things? That is a monetary way for you to support the content creator. Who is the content creator? The content creator is your boy West Coast and your boy Hennythemoor, man. So we need everybody right now, no matter where you are, to hit that share button. And then also I need you on Facebook and on YouTube to hit that super chat button, man. And then, hey, as we do that, man, I'm gonna go through here as I always do and say what's up to some very important people, man. I appreciate y'all. Let's see who's over here saying what's up to me real quick.
Let's see, Lucky Johnson, the tapped in, Regina Green, John Cofield. I see you, man. What's up with you, kinfolk?
Shoot, what's up with you, John? Hey, what's up, Corey to the max? What's up, Lucky Johnson, Eli, Chris Davis, Tupac with a mohawk. What up, boy? Brian Kite, what up, boy? Christian King, what's up with you? Nelly Rogers, I appreciate you for sliding through. John Cofield, appreciate you. KC the Barber, what up, boy? Brian Kite, what's up? Christian King, what's up, man? Hey, KC the Barber, man, where are you at located? Because if the Cowboys play where you at, I need to come get a cut and I need to do a show in your chair. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Real cowboy business. You feel me? Go ahead. What's up? Hey, I know you got some folks over there too.
Let's see.
My boy KC, where you at, man? Jordy, what up, Jordy? Hey, y'all hit that star button, man.
All right, a shout out to folks that's on here. Like I said, there's some more folks watching. Just gotta wait till folks tap in. Nelly Rogers, what's up with you, man?
Nelly.
Okay, but yeah, man. We
What's up,
see
Josh?
folks. Yeah, we see everybody pouring in. So let's jump right into it, man.
KC, you in Las Vegas? Oh man, I'm about to get bro. We bees in Vegas. We be in Vegas. Yeah, you mean? Yeah, you mean?
What's up
I'm
with
gonna
you,
be in Vegas. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be in Vegas for a flag football tournament next month sometime. All right, go ahead. My bad for cutting you off. Go ahead.
Oh, you good, man. You good. But nah, man. Let's just get into it,
Maurice,
man.
what up, boy?
We gotta let's talk about it. The talk about Ezekiel Elliott. It's reaching a fever pitch right now. People are talking about what to do with him. You know what? Will the Cowboys release him? This, that, and the third. And, me and landlord actually already talked about this on the previous show. Right? We actually had some eye-opening stuff happen on the show. So we got tired of just hearing about Zeke did this and Zeke did that. So we just went and looked at the film. We went and looked at the worst games, right? Because we know that Zeke had some productive games, right? He ended up with 12 rushing touchdowns. So, you had some good games if you're able to rush with 12 rushing touchdowns on the season. So we went and looked at the bad games, the quote-unquote bad games that Ezekiel Elliott had.
Appreciate you, KC.
And you know what? A majority of the time, right, what we came to the conclusion of was offensive line play played a bigger part in Ezekiel Elliott's not producing in those particular games that we looked at. Like landlord was all the way out on Ezekiel Elliott, and him watching those snaps, it brought him back around a little bit. He said he wasn't fully off of Zeke, but like he said, he give him a way more grace because it was horrible. There were guys playing in the backfield. Tyler Biotis, who y'all love for making that Pro Bowl selection, was getting beat like a stepchild who forgot to pick up after himself.
What
So
up with your landlord? He in the comment box. I see him right there.
where my boy at, man? Where my boy at?
Landlord, I see you in the comment box.
There he goes. Yeah. So matter of fact, go check that out, man. That video's on both mine and Landlord from Alabama page. It's real good content. So man, like Ezekiel Elliott gets a little bit more breathing room, and he should from the rest of the fan base. But we broke down the film, we broke down the plays. The folks that were watching along with us, they also agreed. Like a majority of the snaps what he failed on were in fact offensive line play. And if you go back and look at the numbers for the entire running back room, they all fell off a cliff. Around the time that Steele got his injury. There was at one point that the entire running back room was averaging, under 3 yards a carry.
Mm.
So
Oh, mercy.
I would understand if it was one guy. We're talking about 3 separate running backs, right? We got Tony Pollard and Malik Davis on the team taking carries. They did not do much with their opportunities as well. So we come to the conclusion that Ezekiel Elliott might have a little bit more gas in the tank than people actually give him credit for. So now that we've come to that conclusion, that he might be worth keeping on the team, with the production that he has. It's time to talk about the money because if it don't make dollar, it don't make sense. So people are talking about removing Ezekiel Elliott from the team, but we just seen something recently happen. That's probably going to be the template for what the Dallas Cowboys will try to duplicate. So
anybody that just wants to just like get rid of him off the team without even trying to get the money right, that's a person in their feelings. Like, my conversation is this: where are you replacing 12 touchdowns? Who's replacing 12 touchdowns? And don't tell me no damn rookie, because ain't no damn rookie replacing no 12 touchdowns. Because if it ain't happening. And then I don't want to hear no, guess what? Goal line touchdowns are still 6 points. I don't know where people get this narrative that Tony Pollard did all the work and then they gave the ball to Zeke. Because I definitely remember a New York Giants game where they gave to Tony Pollard to get ball on the goal line on the first down and the second down, and he did not get it. And on third down, they gave it to Zeke, and what did he do? Walk right in the end zone.
Right. And listen, there is not a running back, you know what I'm saying? Like we're splitting carries no matter who comes in here. Like they've made it pretty clear they like splitting the carries between Tony Pollard and whoever the other running back is.
Facts.
So whoever going to come in here, you're going to be spending a premium pick for him to get 15 carries.
And that makes no sense.
Tony Pollard, if they re-sign him or they tag him, he's going to get his touches. So it's going to be 15, 15, 16, 15, however it fills out. But that's how they like to divvy up the runs. So for what they want to do in the running game, there is no reason to just to get rid of Ezekiel Elliott.
Nope.
So I understand, what I'm saying? I understand people's frustration, and if you feel like Tony Pollard can be the lead back, that still doesn't mean that Ezekiel Elliott can't be on the team. Because remember, they're both getting the same amount of carries. Just one person might get the start, yada yada, so forth, so on. But they really are getting around the same amount of carries, same amount of touches. So
I don't even understand the frustration, man, because like people will be like, yeah, but in Zeke 1.7 yards last 5 games though. Haha. I'm like, yeah, but Tony Pollard 2.1.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
And then they don't be like, they don't say nothing. They say nothing. They just be like, okay, yeah.
And as Double R pointed out, Ezekiel Elliott is a great run blocker as well too. When you have a very bad pass blocking online, you need all the extra help you can get. Hey, Raymond Silas, what's up, man? I appreciate you for tapping in. So yeah, like odds are Ezekiel is going to be on the team anyway, right? I believe Ezekiel is going to be on the team. Jerry Jones wants him on the team, so what Jerry wants is usually what Jerry gets anyway. So now just about making it make sense, right? We're talking about saving money, and we just seen a good running back restructure who was going to make the same amount of money as Ezekiel Elliott was this year, and that was one Aaron Jones. So instead of becoming a cap casualty, because nobody gives a damn about running backs anymore, he decided, hey, Prince, what's up with you, man? Prince Dre. That's my boy right there, man. I appreciate you for tapping in with me, brother. So yeah, man. Instead of Aaron Jones becoming a cap casualty, and nobody cares about the running back position. The leading rusher in the league is on the streets right now. The guy with the most rushing touchdowns in the league is on
Are
the
you clicking
streets
a
right
pen
now.
or something?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, so you
Go
can
ahead.
tell just by the smorgasbord of the free agency, man, that the running back position is very undervalued. Because you got former All Pros, former first round picks, all on the open market right now.
Yep. This is not the year to be trading. You're not the value just it's too much. It's
Right.
too much good dope out there, man.
It's
You
way
know
too
what I'm
much.
saying?
And
It's
look,
way too much good dope out there, man. You ain't gonna get no good price for that. You
and
man,
they
we're
put
gonna
and
wait till it dry up a little bit or something.
yeah, and they were going to make Aaron Jones, another guy on the streets. But instead of that happening, they worked out a deal, and
And
when
Jones
people,
said, F that.
yeah, like Aaron Jones got job security.
He said, F that.
Michael Scott, what's up with you, man? So yeah, Aaron Jones got a little bit of job security. He restructured that deal, and instead of making $16 million, he's going to make $11 million. And really, when I say restructured, like he really is still making the same amount of money. It's just a way different cap hit, right? Because he still is going to make over the term of the deal. He's still going to make that $16 million back. It's just on paper for this year, it's just going to cost the Green Bay Packers $11 million against the cap.
And
And,
realistically, the only money you should be caring about is the money that is on paper. That's it.
exactly, because I don't
Why
care.
people care about the off paper money is crazy to me.
Yeah, they be pocket watching too hard, man. I never watch nothing man money, regardless of what's going on. Jordan McKinney, what's up with you, man? So yeah, so like they are probably going to do something very similar to that. I can see Ezekiel Elliott, who is poised to make $16 million against the cap. I can see him restructuring his deal to where his cap hit is only between $8 to $10 million. I could realistically see that because at the end of the day, Ezekiel Elliott is still going to pocket that $16 million. He's just going
Facts.
to be, some cap relief for the team by doing the restructuring. So and that's very palpable because the alternative, right,
Is eating money
is eating money
and
because
not having his services.
and not having his production because you'll still need to go out and get another running back,
You
even
still
if
got to go get 12 touchdowns, 800 yards, man. What the hell?
yeah. So I can realistically see Ezekiel Elliott being on this team and at a more team friendly rate, in terms of his actual cap hit.
And
And
think
this
about this. If you think a rookie can do that, then basically what you're saying is the Dallas Cowboys are going to draft the offensive rookie of the year then at pick 26.
yeah,
Because if a running back and a rookie running back rushes for 12 touchdowns, bro, I can almost guarantee you either going to be first or second in line for offensive rookie of the year.
it's a possibility. But look, Zeke rushed for 15 his rookie year. Ricky said he thinks Zach restructures too. We're gonna actually get to that. I'm glad you brought that up. I believe that it's going to happen, but at the same time, the Dallas Cowboys are shady as hell. And we'll touch on that in just a second. But yeah, I think that is also something that's going to happen. But yeah, so Ezekiel Elliott is probably going to be on this team. He's probably going to be on this team at a reduced number. Hey, Matt Badden, what's up with you, man? I appreciate you tapping in. And
What's up with you, Matt?
we're fine with that, and y'all should be fine with that too. Because listen, Ezekiel Elliott, for all the things that y'all say about him, he was tied for the third most rushing touchdowns in the entire league last year. He's one of the better pass blocking running backs in the league, right? And he is a leader in the locker room. Now I understand y'all down on his yards per carry, but you also have to remember towards the end of the season, he did have a leg injury, and the offensive line did take a step back.
And that's like the only thing that people are upset about are yards. Like, it's amazing that you guys are tripping off of 1,000 yards, but you're not tripping on the fact that he had 12 touchdowns. Like, that crap is then people be like, yeah, but they were goal line touchdowns. Like, yeah, but they're still 6
If he had got stuff, like people would not be having these conversations, right?
at all.
Like if he could not find his way into the end zone, think about it like this: Aaron Jones rushed for 1,100 yards, but he only had 2 rushing touchdowns on the year. He
On the
had
entire year.
he had 7 overall because he caught 5, but like he was not getting into the end zone, and
At all.
so that is fine. You know what I'm saying? Like production is production. Like in between the tackles, like he was getting yardage, but he was not getting into the end zone like that.
And then
Ezekiel
think about
Elliott,
this. He was also on a team that won 8 games. So how did all them yards help his team? So you ask me, what would you rather have 1,500 yards or would you have a running back with 12 touchdowns? I'm sorry. Give me the touchdowns. In this NFL, give me the touchdowns.
yeah,
I'm
Ricky
taking the
said
points every time. Give a damn
Terrence
about no
Steele don't
yards.
get hurt, or running backs have way more yards. Yeah, they do. And matter of fact, Ezekiel Elliott actually played, you know, all the games. So he was injured. Like he did miss time with injury. He would have probably had another 1,000 yard season. He would have had. And listen,
If
that
he had
and
a 1,000 yard season, bro, the
nobody would
conversation
say
would be
anything
they'll be saying nothing about him right now.
because if he had over 1,000 yards and double
And
digit
12 touchdowns,
touchdowns,
he'd been a pro bowler.
yeah, they wouldn't have said nothing about Zeke. They wouldn't have said anything about Zeke.
And
He
that's
would.
just the difference of Zeke playing two games. But guess what? He didn't play those games, so he could be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Because he
And
played all those games the year before last, and guess what? You saw that worked out.
yeah, and look, y'all still down on Zeke. Ezekiel Elliott the year before had 1,000 yards rushing, and y'all was down on him then too.
And
So
then
this,
also think about this, Henny. How can one, because these are the oxymorons I always think about in football. Hey, man, we sitting at 0 stars on Facebook and 0 super chats, man. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit that star button, hit that stare button, man. All right, hit that button. But, yo, think about this. You have people that think about Terrence Steele. You know, Terrence Steele is, what are your thoughts on Terrence Steele? We'll be like, man, Terrence Steele is a really good tackle. Like he's, blase, blase, blase. I want to sign him back. Okay. Well, think about this. You're willing to acknowledge his talent, but then you won't acknowledge his talent when it's not there. Like, how can we say that Terrence Steele is so good and that we believe that he's the starting, right tackle of the Dallas Cowboys for the future, and you guys want to sign him and you believe in him, but then you guys don't believe in his effect when it's not there. You know what I'm saying? Like when he's not, guess what? You have that player what's appreciate you, Donald, for the realest Cowboy fan in the world. Appreciate you, my boy, for the 200 stars. But yeah, like for real, like you can't then neglect the fact of that talent not being there, man. Like, come on, that doesn't even freaking make sense, man. If
let's go
chicken is that
deeper.
damn good, if chicken is that damn good, and you got my mouth all ready for some chicken, and now we about to eat some chicken, I'm sitting at the table about to eat some chicken, and then you go in the damn god dang, appreciate you, my boy Brian, other real ass Cowboy fan. You go in the damn refrigerator and you bring out turkey. Listen, man, I don't want no damn turkey after you done sold me on this damn chicken. No. The turkey might be good.
But it ain't what I want at this point.
That ain't what I want, man. You just sold me on this damn chicken, man.
No, real talk. And let's go even further, man.
Like, that's weird to me, bro. That is weird to me.
Let's go further. Because Terrence Steele, like we said, he got injured. But we also are neglecting the fact that Tyron Smith only played 3 regular season games, and then your starting center got injured and he had to miss the final couple of games of the season. So, it's not like this offensive line was stable. They were rotating parts all throughout. So, that that's why you had issues in the run game and you had issues in pass blocking. Like we do not have it would be different if we had this monster line that y'all think that we still have. The Dallas Cowboys offensive line has been mediocre for several seasons at this point.
Hey, real quick. Shout out to Matt Burton. He says, "What's up, West Coast? Here's a super chat for you, dude. You're the best and a great person. Keep up the good work, dude. Appreciate you, my boy Matt. Appreciate you. Go ahead, Henny.
Nah, for real though. Just offensive line has been in flux for several seasons, right? Because remember, we were the most penalized offensive line last year. We were still pretty high in penalties this season, and we were a bottom pass blocking team. And then you factor in the fact that we had over a dozen different offensive line combinations this season alone. So no, like this was not the best situation for Ezekiel Elliott. And a lot of people point to Tony Pollard's production, but they forget Tony Pollard runs a 4-3. So like there is a difference, in running style. Tony Pollard's not running against a loaded box most of the time. He's usually running out of shotgun sets, right? So of course, Tony Pollard having that speed and running against a lighter box, he's going to have, a high yards per carry. But they have two different running styles. Tony Pollard's not running up against a brick wall or a loaded box most of the time. That's what Ezekiel is there for. So they just at this point they need to appreciate what Ezekiel brings to the table.
I'm gonna tell you this right here, right? theoretically, if the Cowboys are going to go to a true one running back, Tony Pollard's not the guy.
Probably
Zeke
not.
is the close, and I'm not even trying to say I'm dead. I'm not because I'm a Zeke fan or anything like that. But if you're trying to go to a one back system, then Zeke would be the closest thing to that because he's able to do all those things and he's healthy. If you're going to be talking about signing Tony Pollard, you cannot like this is the thing too. Like if Tony Pollard's going to get signed for $10 million franchise tag, bro, he got to do more than just run the football, bro. Like it's for $10 million. I know for a fact right now. Like think about this: Aaron Jones got 11. So if $11 million gets me 1,600 yards, $10 million should get me at least 1,300 yards or 10 plus rushing touchdowns. You give me 10 plus rushing touchdowns, you're a $10 million player, bro. That's a lot of freaking touchdowns. 10 touchdowns at any. Think about this. If I told you, hey, bro, how many? He has 10 touchdowns at any position, you're like, that's pretty good, bro. A tight end with 10 touchdowns, that's pretty good. Wide receiver with 10 touchdowns, that's pretty good. Running back with 10 touchdowns, that's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you scored 10 times in the NFL, that's pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? You're a top player in the NFL.
Right.
You're
And
at no matter what position, man.
And what trips me out, like people got to realize they both had 12 touchdowns. So it's not like Tony Pollard was out here had like 20 touchdowns or anything. Like they both ended up with the same amount of scores. And Ezekiel Elliott actually missed time. So like that is a credit to Zeke because Tony had 9 rushing touchdowns, 3 receiving touchdowns, and Zeke had 12 rushing touchdowns. So they both led your team in total touchdowns. The only difference is Zeke missed time.
Exactly. So I mean, and that's the cool thing about the game. It's like, and then think about this: like there was a time where Zeke had 9 straight games of a touchdown. Then I'm gonna tell you this right here: like, in 2020, in 2023, if you're gonna be in a true West Coast offense, then Tony Pollard theoretically should be used, in my opinion. I'm getting back on the toe horse. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Turn him into Jerry Rice. You know what I'm saying? Why? Move his ass around. You know what I'm saying? Because at $10 million, I know for a fact that I'm probably not going to get, especially think about this. Because y'all talking about franchise tagging Tony Pollard, right? If you franchise tagging, that's $10 million guaranteed. So now I got to wonder about what am I going to get? First off, you're probably not going to get 17 games, regardless of what you signed Tony Pollard to. So let's just be, all right, can we all agree on that? Are you guys thinking that he is going to play 17 games?
I don't think anybody's gonna play 17 times. I don't think your quarterback.
I don't think anybody's going to play 17 games in the NFL because most of these guys' contracts are designed around 16 game contracts. They're not going to talk. They'll never say that. But the reason, I mean, you guys know I'm a conspiracy theorist. But the reason why I believe all these players are not gonna play 17 games, because you got to think like this. Like when we were talking about this, Henny. Like when you signed a contract 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that contract was based on a 16 game season. You know what I'm saying? So technically, that 17th game, it's not for free, definitely. But when you divide $1 million over 16 versus $1 million over 17, guess what? The 16 ends up being more money than the 17th game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm gonna be honest with you. Backup quarterbacks, all these guys are going to be very important because guys are not until these new series of contracts come through. You're not going to see guys play no 17 games. You're just not going to see it. You know what I'm saying? Or like they're going to miss at least one game.
Realistically, like playing an extra game, there's an extra chance for injury.
Exactly.
When you brought up backup quarterbacks, like think about how many backup quarterbacks played in the playoffs, right? Baltimore started a backup quarterback. The Dolphins started a backup quarterback. The 49ers started a backup quarterback. Oh, let's go even further. There was somebody else. I can't even think of it. Oh,
I mean, just think about you ain't even got to be in the playoffs. Just think about the regular season. The Dallas Cowboys, the goddamn everybody, bro. Everybody. Almost every team in our division, I think, except for the Giants, played a backup quarterback at some point.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Every team in our division. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you go look at goddamn Giants, you could probably find a moment when their backup quarterback played. Like in our division.
Are you laughing? I think that what's my boy name? Black guy.
Tyrod Taylor?
Yeah, I think he did play.
I think he did play. Man, you got to Google that, bruh. Hey, tomorrow I'm dropping a video called The Importance of the Backup Quarterback. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Jerry Jones dropped a little bomb. Hey, it's late in the mug right now. I ain't got nothing to do tomorrow. I'm talking about what the hell I want to talk about.
I know.
Listen.
I know.
Yeah, you mean. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. Jerry Jones slipped up and said, I don't think about the NFL going to 20 games, but at 18 games, I could definitely see that. So think about this. 18 games, that means that's probably going to be in his lifetime. So that will probably be, I think the NFL goes to 18 games. And I think they're probably going to go to it probably in the next 2 to 3 years. So it's like, first off, if you think about this,
Tyrod Taylor had to come in for an injury, but he didn't stay in the game. So he did play, but he just didn't finish the game out.
But at the end of the day, he played.
He played.
So that's just life, bro. Like, so having the importance of a backup quarterback, gotta have a backup quarterback. And think about this: the way the NFL is doing it with these practice squads and stuff, they're already making it so that you can stash more players on your team, because the NFL understands you need more than 53 players. Like, you really do. You know what I'm saying? That salary cap is going up. I would like for them, before they make what's up with you, Letty? Before they make that change to the 17th game, they need to go to like 60 players on rosters. Because I think, and I'm gonna tell you something. This is just free content. What's up with you, Pratt? Hey, I also think that the quarterback should not count against the starting quarterback should not count against the roster position. Like the starting quarterback and the kicker. You know what I'm saying? Those should be like dead positions. You feel me?
Yeah. That actually would make sense. Because you need a starting quarterback and you need a kicker.
And you need a kicker. So it's like those are like, you know what I'm saying? Those should be like dead positions. You know what I'm saying?
And even if you don't want to go that far with the quarterback, like, it's a kicker, man. It's
At least the kicker. At least the kicker.
Like, come on, you should be able to have like 2 of them mugs on the roster. Nobody say nothing.
Yeah, I mean, and think about this: you have all these games that come up there, and then it goes down to a kicker. Like, that's crazy, right? All right, back on subject, man. Let's go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about. So listen to me. Listen, I know y'all mad at Zeke. I don't know why. Because if you're mad at Zeke, you should be mad at Tony Pollard too. But the reason why you ain't mad at Tony Pollard is because Zeke is like a 6-year-old shitting on himself, and Tony Pollard is like a little 3-year-old shitting on himself. You feel like you have more patience. You have more patience with Tony Pollard, but at the same time, you still cleaning up shit. That's all I gotta say. My hands don't know the difference. That's my only difference. That to me, it's all shit. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's all shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. What's the next thing on this? We chopping these subjects down. What's the next thing, Henny?
Jerry Jones just be talking, and he needs to shut up. He needs to shut up.
Crazy.
And this is actually at a greater point is why you cannot trust your front office. For the people saying they want to get rid of Dak Prescott, I want you to listen to Jerry Jones comment. I ain't got the clip. But Jerry Jones was talking about Paxton Lynch. Paxton Lynch was drafted in 2016, the same year as Dak Prescott. The Dallas Cowboys actively tried to trade up to acquire the services of one Paxton Lynch, who was a top prospect out of Memphis. Right? We all know that did not happen. He ended up being drafted by the Denver Broncos, and the Dallas Cowboys ended up drafting Dak Prescott in the 4th round. So Paxton Lynch, right? He ended up not only was he not able to beat out Brock Osweiler in Denver for the starting job, he also ended up getting benched because he plays in the XFL now and just got his ass benched in his first game starting in the XFL. The reason that I even brought this up is because Jerry Jones said he still has regrets about not drafting Paxton Lynch, even though Paxton Lynch is one of the biggest busts in the last decade. As a first round pick quarterback, he is one of the biggest busts in the past decade. A guy who could not beat out Brock Osweiler and become a full-time starter. A guy who has played in the CFL and the XFL and just got benched in the XFL. And this is why you cannot trust your front office in the evaluation of talent. Because remember, not only did he try to draft Paxton Lynch, that same year, the Dallas Cowboys also started to make a move for Connor Cooks, who was also out of the league instead of drafting Dak Prescott. It would be, imagine the bizarre world scenario. Imagine the bizarre world scenario if we ended up getting Paxton Lynch and Dak Prescott went somewhere like the New England Patriots or somewhere else, that man, like it would be bizarre. It would be bizarre. Probably better for Dak. He wouldn't be getting dragged by the national media like that. But like it would have set the Dallas Cowboys back at least 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing about Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has a fear of the missed out opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he has this imagination that just he sees stuff and then it's like his granddaughter telling her she might be pregnant and he comes home the next day with goddamn Jordans. You know what I'm saying? A whole outfit for the baby. Like, bruh, I just thought I thought I was. Hold up real quick. What's up, Jay? Shout out to Jay with the $5 super chat. My guy, he says, my guy, West Coast can't wait for the season to start already. Me too, bro. But yeah, man, like Jerry, slow it down, my boy. And then he just starts growing this mindset. So, also you got to think like this. Jerry is one of those dudes that believes that like he always believes that he can fix someone. You know what I'm saying? So, he even though it may not have worked, he probably still think that Johnny Manziel could have worked out. You know what I'm saying? Like he just felt like it could work out. It didn't work out with them. Like, how you be, it's like a relationship. A girl, you see somebody and be like, damn, it could have, should have, would have. You feel me? I think that's what Jerry be looking at. Jerry be really looking at really thinking the fact that like, even though it didn't work there, it didn't work there because it should have worked here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And that's horrible. When you actually think about the Dallas Cowboys' ability to identify quarterbacks, like, do y'all really trust them to even find a Dak Prescott replacement? Right? Because they looked into they last two starting quarterbacks. They looked into Tony Romo, who was an undrafted free agent, and they looked into Dak Prescott, who was a fourth round pick. Had he not had a DUI, Dak Prescott would have been drafted in the second round. He would have never been a Dallas Cowboy.
Facts. And if he wasn't for that video, we ain't gonna talk about that video.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, Dak, how you gonna let that dude hit you like that though? That's all I'm saying, man. God damn, Dak. Then your homeboys is helping you to the car. All them dudes would have been fired as soon as we get to the car. All y'all is fired. Why? Because why don't y'all look like me? Y'all shouldn't have been helping me to the car. Y'all should have been helping me whipping them dudes' ass. The hell you mean?
They chose jump cuts too.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. All my homeboys would have been. All them is not my homeboys. Not anymore.
Hey, listen, somebody get DP. We all gotta get DP because this is over with.
Facts, bro. We all would have looked like crazy in the mug. All right, man. Yeah, but Jason, yeah, that's old Jerry, man. Jerry also said that he was dreaming about Dez Bryant in the shower. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Didn't even say no homo afterward, man. Just crazy. Just crazy, man. He just said it and then he left it. Yeah, I mean,
like, you can't just let that linger there.
There's times when I just be in the shower thinking about Henny.
Nah, he wasn't thinking about me.
He would have been like, "No, Jerry, I need you to clean that up, Jerry. I need you to clean that up. What Jerry? What you be thinking about? What you be thinking about? You about to grow your hair out or something? What's going on? Let me know. I got some tips for you."
Right? Yeah, Jerry, Jerry crazy dog. But yeah, like that is
crazy than cat piss.
Yeah, but that's why you cannot trust this front office. When it comes to quarterbacks, because think about who we had quarterbacking in between Troy Aikman when he retired and up to Tony Romo. Think about the number of guys. Everybody brings up Quincy Carter, but at least Quincy Carter made it back to the playoffs. Think about Drew Bledsoe. Think about I don't mess the boy name, but I can't pronounce it.
Who crazy? White boy, crazy white boy.
Testaverde.
Testaverde.
Yeah, Testaverde. Bledsoe.
Hey, I might get a Bledsoe jersey. That'd go hard, bro. That Drew Bledsoe throwback. That'd go hard. I might have to do that. Go ahead.
Yeah, it would. But like the Dallas Cowboys were, if Tony Romo never came, the Dallas Cowboys would be the Browns right now. Just a rotating door of has-been quarterbacks and never was.
Yeah, people be like, Tony Romo, man, we went 8-8 with Tony Romo. I'm like, yeah, bro, if you didn't have Tony Romo, your ass would have been 2-14. Get out of here, bro.
Right, 4-12, like exactly what they was without Tony
2-14. Yeah, you mean?
And remember, like people gave Tony Romo a hard time, but they were not winning games without him. Just like people give Dak Prescott a hard time, they are not winning games without Dak
Bruh, if
Prescott.
Tony Romo did not play, most of us didn't watch. Some of y'all didn't even watch the game, bruh. Tony's not playing? Oh, damn. Yeah, I can come to work. Yeah, I'm all right. So, like, come on, bro. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, I gotta work, actually, man. I actually gotta work. Because if Tony did not play, bro, we did not have a chance. Period.
Tupacalos just hit me with another one. Chad Hutchinson, boy.
Chad, crazy ass white boy. That crazy ass white boy right there. He couldn't play no football. That boy couldn't play no football. That was crazy ass white boy, though. I tell you, that was crazy ass white boy. Chad Hutchinson. Oh my God.
Like, so y'all be forgetting that we
my Lord.
We were in quarterback purgatory. So like a lot of these folks just need to come down. Like, yes, it does not matter if Dak Prescott or Tony Romo were the best quarterbacks in the league. Because Troy Aikman ass show wasn't the best quarterback in the league, but nobody cared because he won 3 titles.
Yeah.
You do not have to be the GOAT to win a championship. So just let these guys work. Because the alternative is being a lottery team every year.
For real, and I'll whip your ass. You say something about Tony Romo. So my mama like for real, like ain't too many people I literally you know what I'm saying? Ain't too many people I literally whip your ass over, but I'll whip your ass over Tony Romo, man. Cause like, man, like y'all be trying to act like when Tony Romo ran on that field like this and them shoulder was moving like this and we was down 10, y'all act like y'all didn't know what was about to happen, man. Y'all knew Tony was about to do them numbers, man. But it's like, bro, like that's the thing that sucks about the Cowboys is we always had great players trying to get us to be mediocre. You know what I'm saying? Instead of using great players to have great teams. You know what I'm saying? Like Tony Romo, like, and I definitely feel like the Cowboys have learned from their mistake because they're not trying to waste Dak Prescott. Like Dak is on his 3rd offensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, this is definitely a different Jerry that we've seen because these dudes is making some moves with thugs. And I ain't even gonna lie, as much as I chanted for Jerry Jones to fire Kellen Moore, I would have never in my life would have thought, listen to me. If I had to say it, I would have never thought they would have fired Kellen Moore. Mm-hmm. Never.
I never would have thought that either. I thought he was going to be our head coach.
Yeah, bro. I never thought they would have let him go. Mm-hmm. So that lets you know Big Mike holding listen, Big Mike is, I say, the most powerful people in the Metroplex right now. Jerry Jones, Luka Doncic, Mike McCarthy. There you go. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Because Luka got some power, boy. That white boy be killing niggas, boy. It's crazy, that white boy. Man, I'm telling you right now, you want to see a crime in America? You want to see a crime in America? Go see Luka Doncic. That boy be killing them niggas. He be killing them niggas.
On Black History Month.
Oh, he don't listen. Luka don't give a damn about February.
He's dropping 40.
Luka don't give a damn about 40 Black History. Luka said, I'm a different Caucasian. My people didn't do this to you. Luka said, I'm trying to get my own people free. Yeah, you mean? That white boy be killing niggas, boy. Luka is one of them dudes that make you want to be his fan, like for real. Like I like Luka. All right, so yo, man, you got this title up here called Cowboys Playing Dirty. They say me rolling, they hating, patrolling, trying to catch me doing contracts dirty, trying to do them dirty, Rudy, trying to do them dirty, trying to do them dirty.
Man, look, every time, like somebody contract is coming up, like there's always some bullshit leaked about something that they did or something that was said, just like what was going on with Dez Bryant. He was in the middle of contract negotiations and this random video that never popped up came up.
Oh, the Walmart video? And that allegedly never happened because you can't find the video. Dez is my friend, so allegedly the video happened.
Allegedly.
I
ain't never seen it.
Allegedly, it was on the internet and then it got taken down. Allegedly.
I ain't never heard no stuff like that. Anything that happens on the internet stays out there.
Hey, listen to me. In 2023, if you can't find a video, it didn't happen. That's just what it is. I don't care what you said.
Exactly.
What? They have me on doing what? Is there video? No. Is there audio? No. Okay, then I don't know what you're talking about. It looks just like you, West Coast. No, they wasn't. They had to run the damn ball. It wasn't me, bruh. It wasn't me, bruh.
Right. So there was that nonsense, and then there was that Zeke who that they said when they were doing the Zeke contract. And, they would have their back and forth in the media when he was in Cabo, and then the thing they said about Dak Prescott the first time he came up for his money, right? So yeah, they always have some little slick slide stuff to say report on. Just like now they're trying to report on Trayvon Diggs owing back rent while he's up here probably finna hold out. Right? Non-newsworthy stuff. Like they always do this. They always report about what's going on with the players in the media whenever contracts are coming up.
I'm gonna tell you this though. Hey, Trayvon Diggs. Hey, man, that thing, whatever you clicking it keeps stinging my ears. Because I'll probably turn my microphone. I'm gonna tell you this though, Trayvon Diggs. A salute to you for the only dirt that the Cowboys could find with some rent you didn't pay. Like, hey, good job. You feel me? If that's the only thing they can drop on you, good job, Diggs. Good job.
Real talk.
Because the Cowboys, man, I'm telling you, Diggs, right now, bruh, just pay whoever it is you're thinking about paying right now. Just pay them. Because Jerry gonna find out who they is, and then it's gonna get leaked. That's just what it is. Because Jerry, this is how they do their business. Imagine you guys getting this seed, and you get this seed, and you had to draw sticks to get this seed. So you barely got this seed, and you love this seed, and you planted this seed, and you watered it, and it grew, and then it became one of the best trees in the garden. And one day that tree was like, hey man, what's up, man? I'm the best tree in the garden. That's cool, man. Well, guess what, man? All the other trees is getting big old paychecks and all this other stuff. I want to know if I can get a paycheck. And then you know what Jerry Jones says, the good old farmer. He says, you know what? Don't trip. I'm gonna give you this new water that's gonna make you grow even stronger. And he pours the water on it, and the tree's like, hey, what's up? I don't know, but something seems kind of weird. Why? Because this smells like piss. Like, that's what Jerry Jones does. Like, that is our business model. We get something, we plant it, we water it, we let it grow, and when it starts asking to be at least treated like the other trees in the park, we start pissing on it. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Trayvon Diggs ain't never got a tackle. So slap yourself. That's how, listen to me. That's how you know there's really a hit out there. When you got fans in the comment box talking about is Diggs gonna tackle? Hell no, he ain't gonna tackle. I don't give a damn about Trayvon Diggs tackling. Matter of fact, put in the comment box right now who is the best tackling corner in the NFL right now. Bet you don't know one. Bet you don't know one. I bet you don't know that one of them's on our team right now and you hate his guts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No. Don't say it. Hey, what's up with your Bambi Rose? Baddest in the building. I see you, man. Shining out there, man. I see you out there, man. I heard somebody out there got a gang of love for you, man. Appreciate you, man. I see you out there, Bambi Rose, shining like a diamond.
Oh, also, hey, Mr. Simmons, we actually played the AFC East. We played the Patriots, Bills, Jets, and what's the other team that ain't worth a quarter? The Dolphins.
We play his brother too. But yeah, man. Listen, man. Cowboys need to stop playing with Diggs. They need to stop playing with that dude, man. And just like Diggs don't need to be a better tackler. Don't at all. At all. Y'all need to change. Y'all need to remember Diggs is not as a cornerback. Like, y'all tripping. One of the best tackling cornerbacks in football is on our team, Anthony Brown, and y'all don't like him. What are you talking about? Cornerbacks are paid to get corner. Bro, I'm going to tell you, he get paid $20 million. $1 million would be for tackling. $1 million would be for tackling. If Deion Sanders didn't have to tackle, Trayvon Diggs ain't got to tackle. Miss me with that. I don't got a damn. I don't care.
Not even $1 million, about $500,000 a day.
Thank you, bro. Listen to me. If Deion Sanders don't got to tackle, then I don't care. Listen, I'm gonna tell you who one of the best tackling corners of in the NFL is right now. Marcus Peters. And guess how many touchdowns he's given up? 10
in the last 2 years.
10.
Because he gave up 7 this year. He gave up 3 in 20.
He's a great tackler.
He's a great tackler.
You're a great tackler.
And I still want him. Don't get me wrong. Maybe in our scheme he'll be better. But yeah, point being though, like that stuff is crazy. Like I don't need a cornerback to be a world best tackle. I need him to be one of the best cover guys. And he is that. He's one of the better cover corners in the NFL now. Right. Y'all were critiquing him for being too feast or
Can I,
famine.
can I can I say something real quick? Because somebody, Tony, I gotta spank you on your hand. I gotta give you the evil voice. Tony Simmons. But blowing up Kittle is his mother effing job, though. Actually, Tony Simmons, that was not his job. You want to know why? Because on that play, Kittle was an illegal man. There's no listen to me. You cannot ask Trevon Diggs to make a play on an illegal man. George Kittle was not even supposed to be there. He was covered by an offensive tackle. He was not even supposed to be there. I'm gonna tell you who. And coming up the line, that play should have been dead from the beginning. So I can't blame. That's like a cornerback giving up a touchdown on a free play. Like, bruh, you know what I mean? Like, bruh, half the team is looking up. But I give y'all that because y'all gonna find something. But I mean, bruh, come on now, man. Come on now. Y'all gotta knock that off. That is not wash out. No, two all pros. Two Pro Bowls, one per all pro. Come on, knock that off, bro.
And then Double O, he had 3 this year.
Knock that off.
But he also had much better coverage grade this year too.
And he had his highest tackling. This was his highest year in tackles. Like, come on, bro.
Also, think about it. He won a game for us on a tackle. Remember the Cincinnati game? His tackle actually saved the game.
Yeah, but fans, they don't give a damn about that. This is what have you done for me lately? Doom, 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 doom. Ooh, yeah. I gotta get that as a soundbite because that's a hell of a soundbite. What have you done for me lately? Doom, 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 doom. It's funny because, man, in Cowboy Nation, what I've learned is this, man. Production always for fans is stepped over by projection. And I'm gonna tell y'all what the difference. Production is what have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Production, what have you done? That is a player that has already shown you what he can do for your team. Projection is what you think he can do for you. I engaged in a crazy conversation today, and I'm kind of like going off the subject because we've been on here 47 minutes. We only got about 13 more minutes. I want to talk about this anyway.
Okay.
Bruh, listen, y'all better leave my white boy alone, man. And y'all know who I'm talking about, man. My boy Dalton Schultz, y'all better leave him alone, bruh. Because y'all didn't these little rookies, man, and got y'all all gassed up, bruh. Talking about what he gonna do, what he say do. Listen to me. Think about this. They had 2 rookies trying to place one dude, and it didn't work. It did not happen. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. In a game, the 49ers, where only 2 people were really playing they ass off, Dalton Schultz, CeeDee Lamb. Like Cowboys, bro, we have a crazy way of recording a rewind of freaking. If you really want to think about it, bro, Dalton Schultz is probably one of your best. If you go think about the playoffs. If you think about the playoffs, Dalton Schultz is probably, if not CeeDee Lamb, your offensive MVP of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like y'all tripping, bro.
Listen, they're gonna be
tripping.
Listen, they're down on Schultz because the plays he didn't make. So like there's nothing you can tell.
But after 3 touchdowns, though, right?
Yeah, after 3 touchdowns.
After touchdown in the game that we lost by 6, though, right?
Yep.
That touchdown didn't really mean anything.
Yeah, because they're gonna drag. They've been dragging him about not getting his toe down to set up the play on the final drive, whatever. But that's neither here nor there because there was other plays in the game. Like you can't put everything on Dalton Schultz, right? So, the point being, like Dalton Schultz is a guy that has a rapport with Dak Prescott, and 2021, like he was a top 5 tight end in production. He was topping everything, touchdowns at that position, receptions at that position, yards at that position. Like he was a great, like he made a mark. But the issue is like it's always a year-to-year lead with these fans. Same way that Dak Prescott, just threw 37 touchdowns and only 10 interceptions. Turned around and had a 15 interception season. They forget about the previous season. It's all about, like you said, what she done for me lately. So with Schultz, like because he did not match the production from 2021, they are going to, just disregard it. And that's their prerogative. But in the meantime, we still need Schultz.
Bruh. Like there, you need him, and like man, Schultz was so guaranteed on them goddamn parlays this year. It's ridiculous. Him and Zeke, bro. Praise God for those guys. They really looked out for West Coast money this year. Like, man, there was just Cowboy players who just really took it upon themselves to just make sure West Coast gets get paid. And I just appreciate you, man. Dalton Schultz, you was one of them, man. You was definitely one of them, man, because Dalton just came through, man. And it's like, it is amazing, man, because we run a lot of 12 personnel. And Dak Prescott is not a stingy quarterback. So since he's not a stingy quarterback, that means anybody could have got the ball, man. Anybody could get it. You know what I'm saying? And since anybody could have get it in 12 personnel, guess what? Why they didn't get it? The reason being is because Dak trusted him.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he trusts him. Never hate just to make a play when it counts. Playoffs football. Dalton's a good tight end. Jalen, like, you cool, you can stay around, but that was a very horrible take that you had about Kenny Pickett and Prescott. I'm willing to bet you money. I'll open up the cash app. We'll have a gentleman bet of 20. We can reconvene at the end of the season. But yeah, there's no way in hell Kenny Pickett has a better season than Dak Prescott.
Man, you don't take that bet, man.
Hey,
that's not even a bet you'll take. That's
I'm
a dude. That's a dude that's 100% in his fans, and it's freaking February. He don't even know who we gonna be throwing to. He just talking. I bet you if you betting in February, you ain't got no money. I'm cool. You can take his money, but he ain't gonna have it. He ain't gonna have it to give to you. He gonna no, we can't. We be betting too much over here to just be entertaining just fools' money now. But I will entertain the bet if you want to go ahead and send the cash app, because I will be the mediator between it, and I'll hold on to the money until when it happens or it don't happen, I'll send it to the winner. That's all I'm saying. If you really, really with it, we really, really with it over here. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, Henny?
Real talk.
That's what we doing in 2022. All these folks will be like, I bet you. Okay, what? Time out. You said what? Because I will mediate it. Henny, you send me your $50 now. You send me your $50. I'll hold on until the end of the season. Whoever get the bet right, I'll send it to him. I got money. I ain't gonna steal your money, I promise. I'll post a picture of the $100 every week, once a week, so you know I still got it. You know what I'm saying? If you really about that life, we can do it. He says, Tony says, never hate, just want to make plays when it counts in the playoffs. Football is football. Well, guess what, man? Then you guys should not be wanting to get rid of Dalton Schultz, because he's a guy who stepped up for you in the playoffs. Like your rookies, you guys, that's why I say, like, you guys are like, when you talk about these rookies, you're talking off of projection, what you project them. And I'm sorry, when I think of projection, I think of Rico Gathers, and I love Rico Gathers, but he had the highest ceiling of any tight end I've ever seen in America, bro. We thought he was gonna, and I still believe Rico can do it. I don't want nobody to think I can't. I just don't think he got the opportunities. But bro, athleticism and all that stuff, bro, that doesn't, it means something in the great scheme of things, but you got to have more than that. You gotta have more than that.
Yeah, so true. But nah. So let's see. We talked about that. Really, I mean, listen. When I called you, were actually looking at an offensive line film. Who was you looking at?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I was starting at the top 10. I hadn't even really looked at an individual. To be honest with you, I was actually having a debate between which do the Cowboys need more. Do they need, a guard, or do they need a tackle? Because, I'm actually under the impression that a guard might be equally as important. You know what I'm saying? Because, I ain't Connor McGovern a free agent.
Yeah, Connor McGovern is a free agent.
So that means I got to give him re-sign money. And I don't know if I want to give him, wait, time out. What did Connor Williams get to go to Miami?
That boy got some good money, I think. But Connor Williams, man, like he has a much higher pedigree than he did. I think Connor Williams was a second-round pick, started for umpteen years, played at a Power 5 team in Texas. I don't know what Connor McGovern's background was, so let me take a look at how much money Connor Williams got. And Connor Williams went over there to play in center. So let's see how much.
David says Dalton Schultz was a Kellen Moore tight end. Option routes alphas don't know if he will be effective without Kellen Moore. So why do you think? First off, there is not a such thing as a Kellen Moore type player. We're not going to entertain stuff like that. These players were good and they were drafted before Kellen Moore. That's a factual thing. And then 2, if that's the case, what do you know about rookies? Why would you then want to get rid of him for rookies that are in that same system? So we can't use one thing to cross out one guy and then not use it to cross out those same guys. You guys really want, like, we don't want to do that. We don't want to, listen to me. Our offense, even at its worst, still got 30 points, bruh. We is not trying to rebuild, bruh. What is we doing? Y'all trying to get rid of Dak's safety net? Come on, bruh. Knock it off, man.
So he signed 2 years, $14 million.
$7 million a year.
And they had an out after this year. Of course, you're not going to take the out because he played well. So, yeah.
Connor Williams mess around be a Pro Bowler. If Miami does better in the playoffs next year, he might be a Pro Bowler next year.
Yeah, he had a good season this year. Matter of fact, let me pull up his.
It's just funny the Cowboys never tried him at center. It's crazy how these guys go play other positions. Like the Cowboys were so set on Tyler Baez as their center that they didn't even think that maybe Connor Williams could have been a better center. And Connor Williams was a 2nd-round pick, too.
Yes, he was. Look at this. He had a 78.4 overall grade. Connor Williams did 69.1 pass blocking, 85.2 run blocker.
That's pretty good.
He took 1,056 snaps at center. Did not take a single snap at any other position this season.
That's pretty good.
See. Only allowed 3 sacks. Only allowed 2 hits. Only had 6 penalties.
You know, a lot of sacks don't come up the middle from centers anyway, so I ain't gonna really. I mean, I'm gonna credit him for the 3 sacks, but you know, most pressure comes off the edge.
Let's look at our boy Connor McGovern, his PFF, because he was horrible. He graded out. He took 909 snaps, allowed 2 sacks, graded out as a 52.2. Pass blocking was 74.8, but his run blocking was a 42.7.
Jesus.
So he had 800.
You cannot re-sign that.
812 snaps at left guard, 88 snaps at center, 8 snaps at right guard, allowed 7 quarterback hits, allowed 2 sacks. He only had 1 penalty, though, and allowed 22 pressures. And then let's compare something. I need to see Tyler Biadasz, because something's wrong. Something's wrong. I got to see something with this boy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have to feel like I can get better at that position.
I knew it. So overall, it wasn't completely horrible. He played 1,066 snaps. He graded out as a 61.7 overall. Everything was shaky. Pass blocking was a 66.3. Run blocking was a 59.6. And after the film I watched with him getting his ass tore by DJ Reader, I believe it. So let's see. He had 5 penalties, no sacks allowed, 3 hits allowed, and 15 pressures. So he was average at best. But he made a Pro Bowl, so y'all gonna love him.
Who? Connor Williams?
No, be honest.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, you know, folks look at Pro Bowl selections and stuff like that, and they swear up and down that players were just going crazy.
I mean, I don't mind it. I just don't like the fact that they didn't at least try to. You know what I mean? Like, I hate seeing guys go to different teams and just play totally different positions.
Right. Because listen, this is a move you could have made with no question last year. Because Tyler Biadasz was not playing that good last year. He wasn't playing that good this year. If we're being honest. Matter of fact, let me look at his 2021 production. All right, it was better. It was still average. Let's see. Allowed 4 hits, 21 pressures. Tyler Biadasz had 11 penalties last year.
Hold up real quick. Matt says, how much for the run the ball, like get one impossible? The hats are $25 plus $7 for shipping. You can send $25 on a super chat, and I got you, my boy. Just send me your address.
this man had 11 penalties last year. I did not know that. And we were talking about Connor Williams as he was.
Tyler Baez had 11.
Tyler Biadasz had 11 penalties.
Damn.
He had 11 penalties last year, 21 pressures, 4 hits allowed. He graded out better, right, in pass blocking and run blocking, but there's still nothing over a 70. He had 67.7 as a pass blocker and a 69.4 as a run blocker. Played 1,202 snaps, all at center.
Damn. So technically, Connor Williams was a better center than Tyler Baez this year.
Yes, he was much better.
Yeah, and the NFL definitely feels he was. Think about this. He only played 1 year at the position.
Mm-hmm. Great show, Henny. HTM Sports, Cowboy Nation. Be safe and blessed. Big Matt, be safe. I got to go to his home.
You got to read it out loud so we can hear it.
Oh, he said he cutting out, man. He said he getting on down. He getting on down on us. You hold it down, Double R. I appreciate you tapping in with us, man. Drew, you late. We already talked about the Zeke thing. Like, I don't think he gets cut. I don't think there's mutual interest between him staying. He wants to stay. The Cowboys want him to stay. And, like we just seen what they did with Aaron Jones. They'll restructure his contract so he'll make about $8 to $10 million this year.
I want to know, Drew. What's your idea? He says cut Zeke and draft. Okay, but Drew, what is your actual idea? Because anybody can just say anything. I want to know what's your idea. You cut Zeke, you eat $10 million. What do you do now? You go sign Tony Pollard. You give Tony Pollard $10 million. Okay, think about this. You're now paying $20 million for one running back. Because Tony Pollard is going to make his $10 million. Then you're also going to pay Zeke $10 million to not be on your team. So congratulations. You don't want to pay 16, now you can pay 20. What are you going to do?
I think left guard and center are still open for competition. Although BS likes to pull his O-line, and our guys are pretty good at that. So yeah, they do like pulling linemen. I like pulling linemen too. Like, I love to see an offensive lineman go and smack the shit out of a cornerback. So, like, I just know somebody finna break a run, when I see that. So I love it. But, like, they need to improve, right? They definitely need to improve because Tyler Biadasz, at the grand scheme of things, is not getting it done, right? Like, he jumped off the page. Like, he made DJ Reader look so good. I went to look to see if DJ Reader was available. Because we need help stopping the run. Like, he made DJ Reader look so good. I'm like, damn. Like, he just jumped off the page. He was getting his ass whooped. Like, he owed this guy money, then just bought a new car and drove past him. Like, he was getting towed up.
Damon says, dang, we need a D tackle and an offensive tackle like Smith and an offensive guard flex. I can agree with both those.
Yeah, we definitely need a defensive tackle.
We need an update on Terrence Steele, too. Shall you mean?
What about bringing New York Giant running back to the Cowboys and let go of TP?
Talking about Saquon Barkley?
Well, listen, if there's any free agent running backs, there are a couple of free agent running backs I would bring in. So, like, one of them who's actually going to be on the cheaper side that I really like a lot is Kareem Hunt. Right? That's somebody I would like to bring in.
And he'll probably be like $7 million, $6 million.
Yeah, so, like, he's still...
And he healthy. Because, think about this. Listen to me, Henny. If you're okay with giving Tony Pollard $10 million, you know what that also means you need to be okay with giving anybody else $10 million. Yeah. So before you just give Tony Pollard $10 million, you need to go look and see who else can get for less than that. Because now, if he wants to get the franchise tag, now he's in competition with anybody else that might be as good or better that will take less. Kareem Hunt will probably take less.
Right. And then really, I want to know how much money would it take to sign somebody like Josh Jacobs, right? Like, so we're talking about just like
he's gonna get the franchise tag, bro.
I'm pretty sure he'll get the franchise tag too, even though they were stupid.
When's the first day they can tag players?
That's a good question.
So what is the actual point for waiting for June 1st to cut Zeke? Well, if you cut Zeke before June 1st, you're only gonna save $5 million. You'll have to pay him 10. If you cut him on after June 2nd, then you'll save $10 million, and you only got to pay him $5 million.
February the 20th. Hold up. NFL teams can retain the rights to one of its opinion free agents in 2023.
Bro, the NFL is such crackheads, man. I wouldn't even be surprised. I wouldn't even surprised if freaking Connor McGovern got a deal somewhere, bro. Like
tomorrow.
Like what?
Tomorrow is the first day that they can franchise tag players.
Oh my mama. Oh my, it's gonna get cracking tomorrow. Now listen to me right here.
Let me see it.
The last three, listen to me. The last two players the Dallas Cowboys franchise tagged, last two of them did not play a complete season. The only player that's played the full 16 games on a franchise tag, DeMarcus Lawrence just got scared with. He didn't actually play on it, did he? I don't think he actually played on it. But yeah, I know for a fact the last two Dallas Cowboys that we put on the franchise tag did not play the full season. It's almost like the Madden curse. The franchise tag for the Dallas Cowboys is for sure the Madden curse because everybody they give it to missed games. Dalton Schultz missed games. Dak Prescott missed games. No, thank you. And if I'm okay with giving him $10 million, listen to me. Honestly, keep it 1,000 with you. Before you give Dalton, and I love Dalton Schultz, but listen to me. Before you give him $10 million, you better call that boy in Oakland. Because if he take 11, so I might be open for it. Like you gotta be down to do anything now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you open up the books. You open up the books and like shit. If there's somebody up there that can give me more production for around the same amount of money, then let's do it.
Is Alvin Kamara gonna be available? Why do I keep hearing his name out there?
I don't know, but yeah, it says here because they had a timeline of things to look at. February the 4th with the Senior Bowl. February 5th with the Pro Bowl, February 12th Super Bowl, February 25th with the Historical Black College Legacy Bowl, February 21st through March 7th, teams may use the franchise or transition tag on impending unrestricted
free agents. That's Tuesday then. That's Tuesday.
21st.
Yeah, today the 19th.
Well, today it threw me off because today is already the 20th because it's 12 o'clock.
Okay, over here still the 19th.
Okay, so yeah, so like it's Tuesday.
So Tuesday when we come back.
Tuesday.
So and I'm gonna tell you this right now: if the Cowboys don't franchise him, tag him that day, I don't think they're gonna do it because you have had a long time to think about this, and you've had since the moment he got hurt. So the Cowboys don't just start thinking about, okay, damn. So now let's start thinking about it. Let's just think. Alvin Kamara's in trouble for assault. That's what it is, Phillip Harris. That's what it is.
Yep, he got indicted.
That's what it is. He might get suspended because indicted means, unfortunately,
they got enough evidence.
They feel they got some evidence.
Let's not talk about indictments.
Not indictments. Listen to me. When they got indictments, they trying to take the allegedly off the allegedly. That's all I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? They are in a pursuit to take the alleged off the allegedly. Oh no, he wasn't allegedly. He was guilty, brother. They found him guilty. DP Johnson says Kareem Hunt 7.4 bull, young bull from Chicago, 3 post June Zeke and go draft. He says Kareem Hunt for 7.4, young bull from college from Chicago, 3 post John 1 Zeke and go draft just because you asked not what I would do. Kareem Hunt is not good enough to be a one down back. And I'm not, listen to me. Y'all keep talking about go draft guys. Like, I don't think listen to me. I think there's some good rookies in this draft. And I think I think Bijan is pretty nasty. But Malik Davis being in a pro system already, I think that he would probably have a better impact on the game than Bijan Robinson right now. Because I saw what Bijan Robinson did against Alabama and NFL front, and he didn't look like Bijan Robinson. He didn't. I'm just saying. Big 12 teams, he was Robinson it all up. And to be honest with you, with the free, if you really want to, listen to me. There are so many running backs available. It makes no sense to draft. I'm not saying it doesn't make no sense to draft one, but why? Like, you could get top tier guaranteed talent for cheap because there are so many running backs available right now. If you're going to run the damn ball, run it. It's not about being cheap. It's about running it effectively. You know what I'm saying? You could go get two. You could get rid of Zeke and Tony Pollard. Like, if you're really just trying to save money, don't pay neither one of them. Don't pay none of them. But my question to Cowboy Nation is, are you guys about saving money? Or are you about presenting the best team so that we can get further than what we were. Okay, I don't see the Cowboys getting further than what they were, diminishing our team at the same time. It just doesn't work.
We got away with it once, it ain't gonna happen again.
And when you think about this, you really didn't even get away with Mari Cooper, because think about this, Micah Parsons still talking about it last week.
Yeah.
Like the season's over and they're still talking about we have no clue why we traded Amari Cooper. Players.
Yep. And they loved him. They loved Amari Cooper in that locker room, man. Great show, Henny.
DP says, hey, DP, I agree with you on that. DP says that Bijan Robinson looks like a thicker TP with less speed to me. I'm not so like the rest. Hey, DP, I was like, and appreciate you, Brian, with the 200 stars. I'm in agreement with you. If I'm gonna go running back, I gotta go with a 3-down workhorse, because when you go outside and you play against, because think about this, it's gonna be the San Francisco 49er type defenses you're gonna have to beat. And we played them this year. So any team that you play is going to know that you're going to run the ball. So you got to be able to effectively do it. DP says, he says we have to trade for a wide receiver number 2. What are your thoughts on wide receiver number 2?
They should have never signed Michael Gallup. That's my first thought. Secondly, like I do agree, there has to be an upgrade at wide receiver number 2. And when you actually think about it, the Cowboys lightweight do need another wide receiver, because they now neither have Noah Brown under contract, nor do they have the other guy they brought in T.Y. Hilton. Now, Noah Brown could be signed back for a bag of chips and some faucet water. He can be brought back cheap. But I don't want Noah Brown to have the same role that he had last year. Like no. Noah Brown was way too integral in the offense. Like Noah Brown had to step up. And to Noah Brown credit, he played the best football of his career. It's just with his talent level, his best is not good enough. His best
because you want to know why though? Because the Cowboys made us think. Not the Cowboys want to put him in a role that, like, if the Cowboys would have came into this season saying that Noah Brown was going to be your third receiver, everybody would be fine with him. Like you would have been fine with him. But it was the fact that like there were times where we thought Noah was our best receiver. And like that wasn't his fault. It was actually everybody else's fault around him, because they just weren't doing their jobs.
I need Noah Brown to be like,
but think about this. Noah Brown has always been himself. The problem is everybody else wasn't playing. Everybody else wasn't playing good.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But that's not his fault.
I need Noah Brown to go back to being my 5th receiver.
If Noah Brown's your 5th receiver, that means you have a pretty damn good wide receiver core.
Like we did in 2021. We had Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Cedric Wilson, and then Noah Brown rotated in here and there. Right? Listen, and Noah Brown in spots. What in the hell?
What?
Like I just got kicked off.
No, you're not. You're still in.
No, I'm talking about like on the chat. Like the stream ended on YouTube on my page.
Yeah, I'm still going on. I'm still live. But keep talking though.
Man, that shit crazy.
Let me see.
Let me go to your
sports.
See, you're still live. Wow, that's crazy.
Just go in there and try to reactivate. Just go into the little thing and just click and just re-click it. But yeah, man. No, DP says Noah gave it his all and much love and respect to him. The Joneses led wide receiver 1 and 4 leave. Noah was 5. Not right to jump on him. I mean, I think Noah Brown was a 4 receiver trying to do his best to be a 2. No matter what he did, you know what I'm saying? He's an assistant pimp. He come from a long line of assistant pimps. You know what I'm saying?
He called the boy an assistant pimp.
He's an assistant pimp. That's just what it is, man. He ain't never gonna be this. You know what I'm saying? Like never. That's just not. He come from a long line. His great granddaddy was an assistant pimp. That's just what it is, man. And listen, he can make a good living doing what he's doing. And praise God, he got drafted to the Dallas Cowboys, because if he would have went anywhere else, he probably wouldn't even be in the league to even get to this point in his career. You know what I'm saying? So You know, because the Cowboys, they believe in equality. Most teams believe that if you're not good, then you're not good. You know what I'm saying? And Noah Brown wasn't good for a long time. Then he got good. Most teams, most players don't even get that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So Noah Brown is 100% living on borrowed time. I love that he took 100% advantage of it, and he did earn himself a paycheck bigger than I thought he would probably ever get in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So salute to him on taking, like, Noah Brown is the definition of what the NFL is. Like, get your, out of nowhere, you get an opportunity and you take advantage of it. He's almost like a Miles Austin, but he just didn't Miles Austin it. You know what I'm saying? Miles Austin, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Miles
That's
Austin,
real
they might make him into a movie. If he didn't date that Kardashian, he might have got a Lifetime movie, keep it 100.
talk.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we've been on here for an hour and 15, man. Say, I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. He said, for tuning in. Appreciate everybody y'all for rocking. Your boy West Coast, I'm going to be live in the morning, man. You already know what it is. Henny, when you going to be live?
Probably in the morning.
Crazy. Henny, you going to be live in the morning. All right, man. So Henny said he gonna be crazy. He gonna be live in the morning too, man. So hey, you already know what it is, man. I appreciate y'all, and you already know what it is. Henny, I'm about to get up out of here, man. You Hey, tomorrow at 11. Hey, tomorrow at 10. Make sure y'all tune in. West Coast Cowboy. And Henny, man, I'm out, man. Let them know where you at.
Yeah, man. It's your boy Hennythemoor over here at HTM Sports. I appreciate the love and support, man. And hey, go to the page. Just type in HTM Sports on YouTube. Just hit the subscribe button. I deeply appreciate it, y'all. And I'll call at y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir. And hey, man, you already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up. Peace. I think you got to end it.